Today is a fairly sunny day and it's about 11 in the morning. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put this out in the sun. I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here on the picnic table for now, and then when the shade comes in, I'll go ahead and put it on top of the RV. Got it hanging up here. Gonna turn it on here in a moment when Catalina's done with dinner, and we're gonna click all the lights off and see how it does. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this light off, and then I'm gonna go and turn on the lantern light. Pitch black. Now there we are with it on low. Let's go ahead and bump it up. The lantern's on full bore here, and it's putting out a pretty decent amount of light. I mean, this isn't world renowned or anything, but I think it would be very good in a tent. It's not good enough to light up the whole RV, but it's every good as one of these incandescent lights here. If I turn this one on here real quick on the left, I mean, it's not putting out any less light than that. So I would say that it's doing pretty strong light. That's on its brightest setting. I'm gonna go ahead and let it sit here and run and see how many hours we get off of the charge today from solar. This product here has 18 LED lights, and it can be charged both by USB power and by solar. Now yesterday, or I should say last night, I went ahead and I ran this after having it sitting out in the sun for about 5 to 6 hours of straight sunlight. I ran it about 3 hours last night. So what I'm saying is that this gets approximately 1 hour of discharge rate on full power setting for every 2 hours that it's in direct sunlight. Now, in addition to that, I went ahead and I charged it to a full charge on the USB charger. I got about 5.5 hours off of a full charge through the USB charger. So that's pretty good, I think, for kind of camping usage. I mean, I doubt very many people are going to be utilizing it for more than about 5.5 hours in an evening. Now, what I really like about this is how compact it is. If we go ahead and fold it back up here, it's a very small space. My entire hand can pretty much cover it. So it's very compact. It's extremely light, so this is going to be fantastic for a backpacker or a hiker. It's much lighter than any lantern I have ever used, and it puts out every bit as much light from what I can tell. I didn't think it was as good of a light source in the RV. Now, it did light things up enough that you could read, and I mean, you could see around, you could probably cook with it and whatnot, but this is not something that one of these lanterns is going to go ahead and light up your entire RV. You're probably looking at least 2 or 3 to really light things all the way up inside a 26-foot RV like ours. Now, one of the things that I didn't like for RV usage was simply that the hookup is just this hook. It's not always a real easy thing to find somewhere to hook it straight on so you can have it all the way open. Because even though you can go ahead and set it up like this and it'll give out light like that as well, just sitting it on something, it's not a very good solid light that way. It's best all the way open like this from above, kind of like lighting in the ceiling lamps or whatnot in a home. Now, this would work awesome in a tent. It's going to give you probably all the light that you need inside of a tent, up to a good 6-man tent. I wouldn't see any need to have any more light than this. Obviously, what you could do in an RV is probably get some Velcro to go ahead and put it on top of this and be able to stick it up in pretty much anywhere you wanted, if you didn't mind having Velcro patches on the roof of your RV. Overall, I think this is a very good product. I was really happy to see that the first product that I ever got sent to have a review of ended up being something I did really like. Out of a full 10, I would probably give this a 9, and that's really just for my personal usage. I think it would be awesome for a backpacker or a tent camper, something along those lines. It's an excellent product for that, probably even a 10. Being that most of the time I'm going to be making use of it in an RV, I only gave it a 9, even though I was pretty happy with it. 2 hours of solar charge needed for every 1 hour of usage might seem poor, but I think most of the time you're going to have at least a couple of hours of daylight compared to how long you would probably be running this at night when you're out camping and whatnot. If you want to pick one up and you didn't win the giveaway here, you can go ahead and use the link that's down in the description, the Amazon link. Go ahead and click on that, it'll take you right over. I think it's a pretty good price at $20. It seems fairly durable. At first I was concerned about that, but I've played around with it a little bit, and I don't think, especially when it's put together like so, I think it's going to be real sturdy, and I don't think you're going to have any problems with it breaking or anything like that.